It actually plays a lot into the Protoss's favor, so it'll be interesting to see how oil starts out. You have a nice second to take, but your third is always weird with the rocks in the middle there.
And usually your third, you want it to go somewhere else. They usually don't put it where they should. And both are platinum, so we should have a fairly good game. Take it away with the introduction, if you wish.
Looks like in the top right, we're starting up with our red Protoss, Chase Aiken. Sorry if I mess up your name. And in the bottom left, we got the Platinum Zerg Oil Town. Looks like they're both starting out pretty standard, just droning up. No quick pulls yet.
Well, good luck's going down.
I always forget as a Zerg to say good luck, have fun until 5 minutes into the game.
And then they usually think you're cheating them.
Exactly. That, or if you talk too much and try and have a conversation, they normally think that you're cheesing them and they won't talk back.
Yeah. So, Fast Forge Expand looks like to be going down for Protoss, which is pretty standard.
I'm not sure I really like the placement of his pylon. Could be a little further up towards the ramp. Makes his wall off a little bit easier. Make a nice Sim City, but that's just personal preference when I play.
That's right. Doesn't have it far enough over, but then again, you can just have 2 zealots or 1 zealot there and hold. So you could have Forge, and then there probably Nexus after that.
Looks like interesting build out of oil. He's going 14 pool. And there's the pylon block right there from Chase.
That's standard as well.
Yep. The pool looks like it actually worked out decently well. That pylon's just going to be taken out pretty quickly. We'll see if Chase waits and drops a pylon at the third, or he tries to cannon rush the hatch when it comes down. But
I wouldn't bother putting too many cannons because that's just a waste of resources.
I would tend to agree with you, especially with if he scouted the pool first. I actually, this is interesting pulling the drones for this, but probably the right move. He's got 1 extra drone. Normally it takes 4 drones to kill off a cannon. See if it cancels. Nice cancel by Chase. And there goes down the Nexus. Nice expansion behind the cannon. Should see a gateway here pretty soon. Cannon before gate, that's interesting. Also, it's important to note that the Zerg is going with a no gas opening.
So is it going with... No, it's not going to Acefish Field. Well, it's possible if he goes more Queens.
Yeah, I'm interested he's going no gas and he hasn't taken his third. Normally, if you go no gas, you're going to have your third taken fairly quickly, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing here. It's a little late. Normally you want it down about 3:45, but still pretty good timing. He's dropping it now.
Just wanted to make sure he didn't have any proxies. I think that's what he was worried about.
As you can see, he's got his Zerglings patrolling around. He's got his Overlord in nice placement by Chase's second base, so he can scout those gas timings.
I would like to see a little bit more Overlord spread here to give Zerg more of a map control.
Well, with those 2 early hatches, it's hard to get. You kind of saving minerals for your hatches themselves.
Got that probe coming in, it hit, so it's gonna come in and do some cannon rest.
And the important thing about this third hatch here is you always want to have an Overlord over here, because especially on your third and you go 3 hatch, you're super susceptible to cannon rushes on it. It looks like Oil's gonna have this scouted out pretty well. We'll see if Chase actually walls himself in here with cannons. Yep, and he does a beautiful job of that. So those 2 Zerglings are going to be pretty ineffective. Well, Probably the most appropriate response to this point would be to build a couple drones, and we'll see what he does here. Yep, build a couple drones and drop spine crawlers. That's your best bet to defend against this at this point.
You don't want to put too much resources into that, though, because Zerg can just respawn very quick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As a Zerg, you dropped it. If Oil came out and he dropped 2 spine crawlers on the outside of that base, he could then pick them up and use his queen to soak some damage while his spine crawlers kill it. Instead, it looks like he's just going to sack that base for now and take his third, relocate his third down in front of his main base. So this cannon rush actually worked. I believe each one of those cannons are, what, 75 or 100 minerals?
That's 150. So that's 350 plus the 100 for the pylon.
So it's actually, if you look at this is actually an inefficient trade for him because that hatch was only 300. So he actually spent more killing that than it was cost to build. But he did slow production to some, so.
And we do have a total of 4 gases coming out. One was already done, so it's probably speed first. That's what I would assume. But.
And it looks like he's saturating his bases pretty well. Probably preparing to.
Back here on the Protoss, I see he does have 6 gates. So he's going for a 7-gate timing push, I think, with a possible +1 or +2.
That's what it's looking like. Right now, the Zerg, it looks like he has his drone count right where it needs to be, but this is going to be a 7-gate all-in push. It's probably going to be pretty dangerous, especially with the 2 proxy pylons that he has up the original third. This could really ruin the Zerg's day right here.
And the stalkers are coming in. Bye-bye Queen. Gonna need more lings to get surrounding those stalkers.
It looks like he's producing as many lings as he can, but he went a gasless opening, so he doesn't quite have a meta boost yet. The Zealots coming in. As long as these lings really should be focusing the stalkers. There we go. Looks like he's going to get a nice surround on him. Nice micro by the Protoss player. More Zerglings being built, 16 more.
Very good micro.
Micro by both players. That Protoss wants to try and stay off that creep, though. More Zealots can warp in. It's going to be really tough now with just Zerglings trying to stop these Zealots. Especially with +1 on them.
Roaches.
And yeah, I'm not even sure. I'd have to check. I don't think I see
got a roach one.
There it is right here. Doesn't have speed or anything yet because he's just now researching layer. Went speed first. This is going to do a lot of damage right here, getting these Zealots into the mineral line. Warping more Zealots in. GG. Very well played by Chase there. Nice 7-gate push. You always want to watch for that right around the 9-minute mark.
Yep. Chase wins. Okay. So let's see if we can contact these other 2 guys. Pretty good game. I thought it was a 7-gate timing push. It looked like it.
That's exactly. Yeah, it was really well done, especially with the proxy pylon up in that corner. It's very well done.
Very powerful. Done right, I suppose.
A lot of that comes down to just right at about 8. All right. A lot of that just comes down to scouting right at that 8:30 or 9-minute mark, so you can see and you can react. Let you know if you can continue to drone up or if you need to start pumping out roaches in a Stefano style. It was well played by both players, but scouting just went to Chase there, and he played perfectly. Nice counter.
Yeah, it was a very well, good timing. Of course, the Lynx didn't have any speed. He didn't have any roaches out, so.
A lot of that can be attributed to him playing that cannon rush and slowing production down and making him rebuild that third. Yeah.
True.